Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev 2, the aftermath. Now, when I originally watched the fight, I was in a very distracting environment. People were talking to me, and I wasn't paying close attention to the fight, really. I was watching it, but I was slightly distracted. Well, now, I've watched the fight a few times, and I'm going to give you my complete thoughts on what happened. Round 1 was very back and forth. Both guys landed punches, but didn't land anything to significantly take the round. In that round, in the first round, Andre Ward is the first guy to throw a rabbit punch. But that happens in fights. So I gave that a swing round. I didn't really give that to anybody, but I guess you go with the champion, Andre Ward, in a real close round. Second round was different. Kovalev outworked Ward. Kovalev was landing good straight punches. He was landing the jab a lot on Ward, and Ward got a little frustrated seeing him and tapped Kovalev with a low blow. Tony Weeks saw this, and he gave Ward a warning. But round 2 was definitely scored for Kovalev. Round 3. Both guys are going for a body attack in this round. And after getting caught by something hard by Kovalev, Andre Ward throws another rabbit punch. But both guys landed good body shots. But you'd have to give Kovalev the slight edge because of the volume he was throwing. So, round 3 for Kovalev. Round 4. This round, I had Kovalev throwing more and landing more, but nobody really stood out in this round. It's kind of a swing round, but Kovalev threw more and landed more, so give round 4 to Kovalev. Round 5. Ward made Kovalev miss a lot in this round. He also made him pay for it. Ward was throwing monster shots on the inside in this round. So you got to give this round to Ward. Round 5, Ward. Round 6. Now, throughout the fight, actually after the fight, Andre Ward complained that Sergey Kovalev was throwing rabbit punches. Now, when I saw them in the clinch, and Sergey was throwing, the right hook to the head, I saw Kovalev hitting the side of the head. Now, a rabbit punch is a hit to the back of the head. So if you're getting hit in the side of the head, that's not a rabbit punch. But in this round, I did see Kovalev land a rabbit punch. As he was throwing that hook in the clinch, Ward turned his head, and Kovalev landed the first blatant rabbit punch to the back of the head, from what I saw. Shortly after, he landed the same punch. Was it an accident? I don't know. But in this round, Kovalev was taking it to Ward on the inside and got the better of him. But at the end of the round, Ward landed a good hook. So I'm going to give Kovalev round 6. Round 7. Round 7 was the only round that I noticed Kovalev was slowing down a little bit in. He was throwing a lot more in this fight, so it makes sense. Early in the round, Ward lands a pretty big right hand, and the fight gets into close quarters again, and Kovalev starts landing some nasty body shots. Kovalev lands a rabbit punch that looks like it's accidental because, like I said before, Ward turns his head when he gets pulled in close. After that, Ward lands a low blow to Kovalev's pelvis, and you can notice Kovalev grimace. But the fight continues, and I gave that round to Ward. Round 8. Kovalev turns up the pace again in this round. Before I get into this round, I want to tell you that this round felt like it was a lot longer. There was so much going on in this round that it actually felt like it was a 5-minute round. But it really wasn't. There was so much going on. So yeah, Kovalev starts off pretty quick in this round. Lands some good shots to Ward's body. It's becoming more of an inside fight. And in the heat of the battle, Ward lands 2 punches. Low. Looks like to the pelvis. Kovalev complains, but Weeks says fight on. Ward lands another low punch. It looked like it was to the hip. Kovalev switches stances quickly to southpaw. And as he's switching stances, Andre Ward lands a huge right hand. This staggered Kovalev. Definitely the most hurt I've seen Kovalev in any of his fights. Ward lands another low blow. Kovalev is looking very affected at this point. Ward starts landing at will on Kovalev, backing him up to the ropes. When Kovalev's back is to the ropes, Andre Ward throws 2 blatant low blows. Kovalev crumbles and not quite to his knees, but hunches over, expecting that the referee will come in and give Kovalev a breather and maybe take a point off Ward. But Tony Weeks dives in and stops the fight. Now, what was Tony Weeks doing? What was he seeing? What was he thinking? It wasn't as if Kovalev was getting nailed with shots, straight punches to the head, and his head was rocking back and forth. Now that could have warranted a stoppage. But Ward landed 2 very low punches, and Kovalev grimaced. I just don't know where this Tony Weeks guy's head was at in this fight. Now, I'm a Kovalev fan, and I'm an Andre Ward fan. I'm a boxing fan. You can't be biased in this sport. Someone saying that the stoppage was legit is being biased, because those were obviously low blows. And for all the men watching this video, if you've ever been hit lower in the groin area, you would know what it feels like. You know how much it would deplete your energy, how painful it is, and what your natural reaction is when hit in a place like that. Imagine getting hit by a professional boxer with a low blow and having to continue fighting him. Question is, would Andre Ward have landed that big right hand without any of those low blows in this fight? Also, if the fight was ruled as some kind of a disqualification where they would have to go to the scorecards, who would have won the fight? Who bagged more rounds in the fight? Up until the 7th round, I had Kovalev winning by 1 point. Aside from all the dirty fighting, it seemed as though both guys brought their A game, and both guys looked a little bit better than in the first fight. Ward definitely must have been working on his right hand in the gym, and Kovalev must have been working on his inside game in the gym. Do you think that it was right that this fight was stopped? I don't. As a matter of fact, Ward should have been deducted at least 1 point, and Kovalev should have had 5 minutes to rest and recover from the 2 blows. I mean, let the man fight on. If he's going to go out, let him go out on his shield. It's very possible that after given the 5 minutes to recover, Kovalev could have came back in that fight. He definitely seemed like a reinvigorated fighter. He had more energy in this fight. He wasn't sitting down on his punches as much as the first fight, but he was definitely throwing more. Now, allowing Andre Ward to win this way is not good for boxing. Even Tony Weeks, the guy who messed the whole thing up, agreed that at the end of the fight, after the fight, when he watched the replay, that those were low blows. Now, if you continue to let Andre Ward get away with throwing low blows, he's just going to keep doing it. There's no question that he should have lost a point, at the very least. There's talk now that Andre Ward might go up to heavyweight and fight Anthony Joshua. People think that's impossible. Well, if Andre Ward is allowed to get away with the stuff that he gets away with, he could do the exact same thing to Anthony Joshua. Because it doesn't matter how big you are. Every man is vulnerable in that region. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, then you're either female or you've never been in any kind of altercation where you've been punching the balls or something. Even if the punch didn't land exactly on someone's testicles, getting hit anywhere in the lower region is very painful, and the pain spreads. It's just completely illegal in boxing. There's a reason why. It's because any man can be brought to his knees if he's hit with such a blow. A lot of people are saying Kovalev is 0-2 with Ward, and that there's no interest in a third fight. I highly disagree. I mean, this was a very entertaining fight. It was back and forth. Both guys were landing good shots. It's just unfortunate that it ended the way it did. I just don't understand why Tony Weeks was so anxious to stop this fight. We all know how corrupt the sport of boxing really is. Could that have something to do with it? Anyways, I'm sorry for this long video, guys. I just had to vent a little bit. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the points that I brought up in this video. Thank you for watching. Real Boxing 100.